this is where other companies will never go because they don't really make money. But I am going to explain to you exactly how this company works and how we make our money. Rehan spoke to me a year ago, and he said, Paul, we want to launch NextGen. We've learned from our mistakes. We've got some fantastic things that we've done as well, and we can make a hybrid of everything called NextGen. Can you design an engine that will run this company sustainably and profitably for many years? Now, this is going to be a crazy sentence, but I'm most probably the most useless network marketer in the world. And I'm managing director of a network marketing company. Those two don't go together, do they? But you see, I see this as a business. And a successful business runs forever because you have everything right. But I did some investigations. I actually went through the last 600 network marketing companies that have started within the previous X amount of time, however long that was. Unfortunately, it was only over a couple of years, and nearly all those 600 are gone with people's money. When I did the analysis, I found that 80% of all network marketing companies start off as a scam. Their owners actually start off knowing that they're going to run away with people's money. 12% start off with the right intentions. Okay? They're not bad people. But the problem is they run into trouble down the line. And the reason they run into trouble down the line is the hardest part of network marketing company is the engine that runs it. Now, you see the glitzy guy with the lovely jacket on called Rehan Goa, yeah? Now, he's the Bugatti car. Sparkly, looks good, yeah? I'm the mechanic underneath the engine because that's my baby and I gotta make it purr. So therefore, I had to design an engine that would cope with the increase that NextGen is seeing because we are growing and growing quickly. Out of those 12%, the reason that every single one failed was because they didn't realize how much money was needed to be generated to run the network marketing model. Most network marketing companies will do a top-down approach. What do I mean by that? Well, the top-down approach is, oh, let's give them this amount of commission. Oh, they'll sign up. No problem at all. They think they're making a fortune. Let's make the daily rewards 4% a day. So loads of people will see that and be totally conned. And they will join that company. And that company will see an incredible growth. The problem is, now I'm a mathematician, okay? I have a degree in maths and electronic engineering, so it's a bit of a calculator. And I realized that there is a formula to run a network marketing company. I don't think anybody has ever generated that. You put in the commissions, you put in the binaries, you put in the daily rewards and everything, and out of the end has to come a positive number. The thing is, Rian and I have fun now. When we see a new network marketing company come up, we quickly go into their website, we stick in all of their figures. 3 months, they'll be gone. 6 months, they'll be gone. 9 months, they'll be gone. It tells us about how long they can sustain that money coming in before they have to start taking the new money to pay withdrawals. Hey presto, start of a Ponzi scheme. So this is very accurate. So therefore, we didn't do top down. It's a load of rubbish. Would any of you go out there now, see £1 million house and say, oh, I'll have that. Yeah, let's have that. I go to the bank, I lend $750,000 because my house is worth 250,000, yeah? And then the first month's payments come in and you go, oh my God, it's $10,000 a month. And you pay it. The next month, what happens? It's harder to pay because you've used most of your money paying it. And in the end, they foreclose on you because you can't pay it. Now, you're not silly enough to do that, are you? What you'd say is, what do I have coming in? What do I have going out? What are my outgoings? How much money have I got left at the end of the month that I can use to buy a better house? That's exactly how this engine has been developed. Because then you can sustain it. You have your nice new house. It might not be $1 million, but it could be a $600,000 house. Wow, great. But it's within your abilities to sustain. Just remember this one word, sustain. You have to have the ability to sustain what you're doing. And therefore, I realized, and very, very quickly, and some of you will associate this, you can't run a network marketing company trading Forex. How many network marketing companies are out there, and you may have been in them, that says we trade to make the profits? Because now I know what is needed to be generated from a bottom-up process. It means that we have set our compensation plan. It means that we have set our daily rewards to make sure that we're sustainable forever. It may be great for you to have double in somebody else's company, but you know that they're going to run away with your money in 3, 6, or 9 months. This company has generated a system that allows us to be sustainable forever. Now, I will come back to the same thing that I said to you. People come on stages and say all sorts of things, but they never can prove it. So now what I'm going to do is explain to you exactly how that Bugatti engine runs. We have 5 components. Now, Forex trading is a big area of the business and a big income to the company. And we put about 60% of our money into trading Forex. And that is how we generate a lot of money, and it helps to pay the daily rewards. But it's not big enough to sustain the company on its own. So therefore, what we've also done, and what I wanted to do, is make sure it's transparent. It's okay for a company to say, we make our money by trading Forex, but they never show you. We've actually got live the link where you can go and see exactly how much the company is making money, what my team are doing to make money for this company every minute of the day, because you have a link to FX Blue. FX Blue is an independent verification company that you can't fool, that shows exactly what we are doing, what we are making. How about that? How about you going out to somebody and saying, but I can prove it. They say they make their money, but I can prove it. This is how they're going to take the coin up, but we can prove and show you now how it's being done. Every single time, if we say something, we prove it. And I'm sure that your leaders have the FX Blue link, and they can show you that. And you can use that as a tool to bring people into this company, because we're doing what we say. It's reality. It's real. We're doing anything that we say, we can prove it, and we can do it. But as I said, Forex trading isn't enough. Now, we have a great real estate portfolio. Some of you might have been to Biz Towers. Yeah, we have a 320 apartment story block that we bought in Istanbul, and we refurbished it. It's an incredible property, and we're selling it, and that brings money into the company. Already 270 out of the 320 are sold. If anybody doesn't believe us, take a quick hop over to Istanbul, go into the sales office and ask them how many are sold, and they'll tell you. Again, we're saying it, it's proof. But the thing is, that's starting to come towards an end. So we've got the next project, which about a year or so ago, we took all our members who came to the Dubai meeting, and we said, come and have a look at something. We're not telling you where we're going. And when we went to a barren bit of land which was high worth and is going to be the newest part of Dubai. And we said, hey, everybody, we bought this and we're already started the construction. And we went there and dug the first piece to start the building off. That is now nearing completion to be able to be sold. So as our Biz Towers properties go, then the next one comes in and we start selling 27 very expensive properties, but not 1 and 2 bedroom like we have in the tower in Istanbul. We're talking about 3 and 4 bedroom luxury apartments with swimming pool and gym. So that's what's next, and it's nearly ready. And once we finish selling that, we have another project with a major hotel group that I can't tell you too much about, otherwise we'll never have anything for next March on our international convention. Options trading. Options trading is unusual. The simplest way I'm going to explain to you is that banks and institutions and very large commodity companies, what they will do is they will take an option out to make sure that something that they're doing is safe. In other words, it's a little bit like car insurance. You pay $300 to insure your car for the year. If you don't have a bump, the insurance company keeps it, yeah? If you do, they pay it. Well, we are now licensed to be able to become an option seller. Now, this is an incredible thing for this company. But of course, as you all know, there's not an insurance company in the world that loses money. Why? Because the amount of money we bring in as premiums pays for the car crashes. But I wasn't happy with car crashes. So using my skills within Forex, what we do if we see a car crash starting to happen, then we will hedge it against a trade. So in other words, the car crashes become very, very small then. Now this is one of the main money makers for the company. It's not high profit, but it's your bread and butter every day, if you know what I mean. It ensures that money is coming into this company regularly. Now, specialist crypto trading. You see, within this company, wow, I can't believe so many are listening for so long. This is fantastic. Hopefully I'm telling you some good stuff so you understand. This is where the magic happens. In April, just before we went to Istanbul, I was requested to join a meeting in London. 30 companies from all over the world, the CEOs of 30 companies from all over the world got together. Now, this really is magic, and I'll show you what I mean by that. We sat down in a meeting room in a 5-star hotel on Tower Bridge in London, not far from the Houses of Parliament, not far from where the Queen just got buried. And there were CEOs of banks, CEOs of Forex and crypto companies. And we said that we were going to make strategies between us that the world had never seen. It's hard to believe, but it's true. When we finished those two very, very long days, we came out with 6 strategies to trade the crypto markets like you couldn't imagine exists. It is incredible what we're doing. Now, these 6 strategies are owned by those 30 companies. Now, just imagine we're talking about banks like HSBC, Lloyds Bank, etc. We're talking about very, very big crypto companies. And we haven't released it to anybody because we all signed to say that we will keep that only to use within our companies. Now, I'm going to give you an example. It's a pity I was looking all last night for a slide on it. But I'm going to give you an example of how out of this world we make money in this company. One of those strategies, and thankfully the way I'm going to explain it, you'd never be able to do it yourself, so I'm not going to get shot by the other 29 companies, but I'm going to explain to you that you can't even believe these things work, but we wouldn't have come up with them unless we had CEOs of banks, because we needed financial knowledge, crypto and Forex. I'm going to give you an example of one strategy. 16 weeks ago, I put €1 million into 4 smart contracts. I'm sure you know what smart contracts are. If you don't, it's a bit of software that goes onto one of the blockchains that does something for a company. Okay? A company uses it for something. Now, there's a lot of companies out there that are looking for investment, and therefore, they will give you a return of between 19 and 20% per year if you put money into their companies. Now, we put £1 million into 4 investment contracts. But this is where the magic comes in. You also have companies who are trying to prey on people by offering them loans with very low interest rates to buy crypto. And if anybody had done that 6 months ago, then you'd be in big trouble now. But they will lend you money for 3%, 4%. So this is where the magic comes in. I will take our $1 million and I can use 75% of that as collateral, yeah? To go and get a loan. Because I got $1 million in something. So I use 75% of it from the loan company. So I go into the smart contract and I loan $750,000. I now bring that back and I've got 1.75. Done that 6 months ago, then 750,000 that I own. Now that 1.75 million is earning between 19 and 20%. The only exposure that the company has is £1 million. The loan company has the other 750,000. And that is called a loop. There is somebody here that I met last night in the financial industry who will know what looping is. Now, banks are very clever. They don't use their money and risk to make money. They use your money. Your money is only a number in the bank account, isn't it? They actually use it to do these sort of things. They use your money to magnify what they put in to be able to make a great profit. And that's why banks are so rich. But we're now doing the same thing because in here, we have the knowledge. And by the way, when I finally die, it'll be coming off a stage much probably for NextGen in 30 years' time, okay? Because I'm not going anywhere. I love this company. I love the owners. They're so amazing. I'm now one of those owners. Their morals are unbelievable. The things that I know that has happened to this company in the last 2.5 years, where most people would have even bailed out, these guys stuck to their task and made sure that their members were looked after. And that is why I became a co-founder and a co-owner of this company, because I have that much trust in it. Now then, let's get back to looping. It's called a loop. I've given you one loop, 1,750,000, 1.75. If you do that 12 times, I don't go back to the same loan company because I keep using the money in different loan companies so they don't know I've loaned it on somebody else as well. Yeah, exactly. So a little bit of crafty stuff going on here. If I do that 12 times, do you know what that 1 million has gone to? 4 million. 3 million we have loaned at 3%. And now we've got 4 million making 19 to 20%. That means that our 1 million that we put in over a 12-month has actually made between 50 and 60%. How about that? Can you even imagine that a strategy like that would exist when people talk about, oh, crypto trading? Thinking about buying crypto or selling crypto. That's not the way to make money. The way to make money is to have the knowledge to be able to do that. And that is why our crypto trading brings great profits into this company. The final one is our NFT game. Now you saw, if any of you seen NextGen, you know that I wasn't, unfortunately, because of this. But the other two co-founders were in Dubai a couple of weeks ago looking at the final version of the game. It's incredible. Now, what I can tell you is with this game working, it's going to have an unbelievable effect on this company and therefore on you in such a positive way. Because this NFT game has the power to bring in more than all the other things put together in this company. That's how powerful it is. So you see, what I then did was I took the first 4. You can see how mathematical I am. I'm a pain in the neck. It's all business, business, business. How do we keep things going properly? I extrapolated a graph of what is the average number of packages that we sell now. What is the value of it, and what are the commissions and the daily rewards, the compensation plan, and looked at this engine running forward. Now it really is, I mentioned Bugatti before, but I'll say it again to you now. This is a Bugatti engine. We have just over 200,000 in this company at the moment, and it's ticking over. It's going down the road at like 20 miles an hour in first. If I take this engine, when it is at full capacity, we can have 4 to 4.5 million members. Now what does that say? Oh, I thought you clapped for that. 4.5 million members we can take it up to, because it answers the one question that every single person asks when they come into network marketing. Is this company sustainable? And what I'm telling you is I haven't got to get off my backside and add another thing to this engine until we get to between 4 and 4.5 million people. Now then, some Nigerian told me that we'll do that on our own within a year. Can you make it 18 months? Because I got a nice holiday towards the end of next year, okay? So wait for 18 months before all of you bring in 4 million people, okay? Because I want a nice holiday. But you can see why this company is sustainable. At the end of the day, facts and figures do not lie. I'm a businessman, run a 500 million operation for the 44th biggest company in the world. I do not look at this company as a network marketing company. The first thing I did was look at how we make it a business that is running. What does a business need? It needs a great product. So why do you think I've spent hours and hours, well, not hours, I can assure you, my wife thinks it's a lifetime, developing NextGen Academy so you have the best product in the world to be able to sell. Then making an engine that is capable of running this company into the far future. Okay. But what does this engine do? It does the things that most, in fact, what was it, 92% of marketing companies can't do? It gives us the ability to be sustainable for the long term and to ensure the credibility and the generation of daily rewards for the package that you sell to people. Thank you very much.